today's climate. You know, you're a little guy or you're ethnically racial guys and you're women. You know, if you think black guys are on the bottom of the food chain, where are black women? What wakes you up in the morning?
My alarm clock. No, but my alarm clock does. But on a larger inner scale, what wakes me up is the fact that I'm about to edit or do something that has to do with photography or videography. Like, because I wake up at 3:30, just for 2 hours, I get to do what I want to do, and then get ready. Yeah. What? Now it seems weird.
Nothing. There was one thing you could change about yourself. What would it be?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing, because growing up, I had that whole Growing up, I had this thing that I've always wanted to change about myself. For instance, I was a complaining freak as a child, and I could see that it would frustrate my mom a lot. So I just one day decided that I don't want to be like this anymore. I do not want to be like this, and I worked on myself. Wow, that was quite like deep. The fact that I was self-aware, like at that age. I was very young. I was in grade 1 or grade 2. Then I was like,
Impossible.
I was like, I don't want to be like this anymore. It's frustrating my mom. I can see that. Like,
Wait, grade 1 and 2 is like 6.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at that age, bro.
It's impossible. You are lying.
I'm telling you. She could tell you. And funny enough, all my siblings are like this. Like my younger siblings, they complain. Unfortunately, my little brother is in 10th grade now, and he still complains till this day. So, going back to the question, I don't have anything I want to change about myself. Just besides that, I just want to work on myself and becoming a better me. You know?
That is cool. That is cool.
Yeah.
Do you think that our generation is so depressed because of the marketed images of what success really is in life and all the things we see on billboards when we're driving on the road and all the Hollywood movies that show us what happiness really looks like, that show us what a real man or a real woman looks like, and we always want to change ourselves? Yeah, do you think that sort of feeling lost and depressive nature
Comes from that?
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel like, especially like our people, like black folks, I feel like we haven't really realized the fact that you actually can define life in your own terms.
Oh, that's
Because growing up, you have your parents. You know, like I said, I was a complaining freak, and I saw that my mom is frustrated. Like I frustrate the hell out of my mom due to this, so I wanted to change it. So we're always looking for validation elsewhere. We're always looking for validation, like our parents, the community, society, church. You know, my friends. Do I fit in? So the moment we get to define life in our own terms, that is when we will actually also understand that success you can define in your own terms. Because maybe success to you is so different from the success like I think of when I want to succeed. And unfortunately, you're not going to know what success is until you actually know yourself and know what you want out of life. For some people are materialistic, you know. Some people just want to have a huge car. a huge house. You know, some
Yeah.
people really don't care about that. We're just working on ourselves. Like as long as I have the basic needs, I'm okay. And the relationships around as well.
Yeah.
Like some of us
Yeah.
actually care more about who do we surround ourselves with.
Yeah. The emotional ecosystem around you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as people, we differ, and I can't work towards my success but using your own terms. That's gonna kill me because I'm not you. So you can't work towards success using your parents' terms. That's gonna kill you because you are not them. They are not you. They don't understand what you're facing. They don't understand who you are even. And it's like also depression comes from a lot of that. Like we have a whole lot of internal wounds that we haven't dealt with. Like we've got a whole lot of emotional wounds that we haven't dealt with. And sometimes I recently I heard someone, or no, someone I work with saying, "Boys don't cry," and I looked at him. I was like, "Let me not say much," and I walked away. I don't believe in that. Boys are allowed to cry. They are meant to cry. They are humans.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you drink so much water during the day. Some you're gonna release like urine. Some you're gonna have like in your mouth and whatever, and some just have to come out from the eyes. Like, yo, let the water come out from the eyes. Like, who are you to not let the water come out from the eyes? You know, so things like that also cause like depression because now you must work towards making sure that you don't cry. My dad said I shouldn't cry. I'm not man enough. If I don't cry, if I cry, I'm not man enough.
You know, and there's this huge movement amongst men called the loss of masculinity
Mm,
because let me speak personally for myself. Let me not say our generation or whatever. Personally, for me, I choose not to subscribe to the traditional aspects of masculinity. I do believe that masculinity comes from you being able to be vulnerable, you know, honest with yourself and honest with the people around you. I
mm,
don't have to yell. I don't have to punch my chest. I don't have to, um, yeah, I don't have to be loud to be an alpha, you
mm.
know? And, and yeah, there's just been this huge movement amongst conservative men, let me say, that there's this huge loss of masculinity when really it's shifting, you know? I
True.
feel like I feel like as human beings we're getting more in touch with um we're discovering ourselves, we're discovering the world.
Mm,
Yeah, just because civilization started out as heterosexual couples or men go to work and women stay and feed doesn't mean that it should forever be like that,
mm.
you know? Yeah.
That's very true. That is very true. And it really hurts to see someone acting all strong. Sometimes showing your feelings and your emotions is being strong.
It is the hardest thing to
I
do.
know exactly. Like it's hard being honest with yourself. That is, and it's something I practice every day. Let me be honest with myself. Do I really, really like this? Do I really, really want to eat that? Like even in the smallest decisions ever.
Mm.
Like, am I going here because so and so said I should go here, or am I going here because I really want to go there? You know, and it's hard. Even being vulnerable, like yo, like, and people don't understand that it's not about physical strength. Sometimes, most times, it's about pushing the boundaries within.
Yeah.
If yesterday you passed a certain hurdle, fine. Today let's go elsewhere. Let's go to the places that we don't want to visit within ourselves,
Yeah.
within our minds. You know, and that's the only way you can really, really like just be a better person and know yourself. Like just know that if someone touches my hand like this, I don't like it. It does something to me. You know, like things. It's the smallest things ever, literally. It's the smallest things ever.
Yeah, it is. It is. Paying attention to yourself.
Like I said, I'm shocked now that I realize. I'm shocked that I was very self-aware at such a young age.
Yeah, I'm also quite surprised.
Yeah, like I'm telling
I
you.
actually believe that you're lying, but
I know you are. You like you believe that I'm lying, but I'm telling you, bro. Like I don't. I was in. I think it was my little brother was born when I was in grade R. Yeah, it was around first or second grade. Because that's when I realized, no, I'm getting old now. Imagine at 8 years old or at 7 years old. I'm getting old now, and I can't really be this person around my little brother. And my mom is frustrated because she has a baby, and I'm also being a baby. But I was actually supposed to be a baby, but you know.
yeah, you were well within your own right of being
But yeah,
a
a
baby.
baby. I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. And what is your take? What is your take on this whole gender thing? You know, even in relationships, like males wanting to be masculine and not showing their emotions, not expressing themselves, not and like having to wanting to build a relationship with someone at that time. Like, how can you do such?
For I personally do not believe in gender roles.
Mm.
I don't feel like gender should be such. Gender shouldn't be something that we use to so much to identify people. Yeah, sure, she's female, but she's also a leader, a protagonist. She's a thinker. She's an analyst, and you know, yeah, he's male, but he's also sensitive. He's also but he's also strong, and he could also be a leader. So yeah, personally, I don't think that we should be subscribing into gender roles and gender identification. You know, and people nowadays are even seeing themselves more as gender fluid rather than your traditional male and female. Yeah, it had a role to play. It still has a role to play in the reproductive system. Of,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
in
At the end of the day,
yeah,
like, it
yeah.
boils down to that.
It still has a role to play in the reproductive system of humans, and if we want to see more humans and kids and grandkids and all of that.
Mm.
But we're at a time and age now where you could choose if you want to subscribe to heteronormative sort of situations, or you're more, left and liberal about gender and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah. I feel you. How far are we as a generation, from your perspective, into accepting females as leaders, as thinkers, as not just someone's mom or someone's girlfriend
Yeah.
or someone's wife? How far are we as a generation?
Statistically speaking, millennials and Generation Z are the most conscious generations out of all of them to come. We are the generation that fights for more equality in the workplace, whether it's racial or gender based. We are the generation that's more tolerable and that's more open to things that back in the day were so taboo. You know?
Mm. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Like, and also our generation is more on that tip of preserving life and preserving nature, because most millennials and Generation Z want to invest in things that are more sustainable for the ecosystem. We want to find more renewable energy sources rather than drilling into the earth and digging for coal and using water to power up power stations, which decrease our ocean levels and dam levels. So yeah, I feel like as a generation, we're more conscious and aware of um, the consequences of our actions. Yeah.
But like coming back to going home, like imagine you're in varsity, rest, then you have to go back home, and you're gonna find your mom and your dad. Like, how do you explain such to them that this may seem taboo, but it's actually okay? Like, how do you feel like one can have such a conversation with their folks?
Everything has to happen when a person is ready.
Mm.
I feel like if your parents aren't ready to have that conversation, then don't force it onto them. You just, by all means, live your best life. Like, ultimately, some of our parents want to live their dreams through
Through
us,
us.
through us. But ultimately, I really do believe that our parents, when we go down to the grassroots, I think our parents want nothing but the best for us.
Mm.
So if you show that you want the best for yourself, and if you're showing that you're living your best life,
Mm.
then just carry on doing so.
Mm.
Yeah, you can't really force a conversation there. They're not willing to understand or not ready to hear.
Mm. Speaking of the whole parents want to like live their dreams through us, like I know a lot of people are depressed because of that.
Yeah, it also hinders sort of the emotional growth of the relationship between you and your
Mm.
parents when they constantly have these expectations of you.
Yeah, true.
And you have other expectations for yourself, but then they want this one thing for you, because they want to go out with their friends and have wine and be like, oh no, my son is a doctor at so and so and so and so. I mean, when really, I don't know, you just,
Want to play guitar?
yeah, or you want to be going around and cleaning the environment, you know?
I think people should start not caring that much about other people's thoughts.
The art of not giving a fuck.
Exactly,
There's
like
power in that.
exactly, like I'm just not speaking from a place of like parents or what, even society, even church. Like, do do things because they feel right to you. Do things for you, for yourself. The moment you say, if I buy this, she's gonna look at me. Or if I buy that, he's gonna look. That's just wrong. It's totally wrong. The moment you literally say that, like, ah, my mom is gonna be so impressed. Yes, at the
How
end,
about I'm gonna do something?
exactly. Like at the end of the day, I know we wanna be like we wanna impress our parents. We wanna be great kids and like, but what's what's the use of being a great kid when you're not a great person to you? Like what's the use? Because you have to live with yourself. You're not gonna live with your mom forever. You are not gonna live with your mom forever. Let me just tell you this: you are not going to live with your mom forever.
What is the point of just being a good friend and I don't know, a good employee and a good student
And shit it to yourself.
but just so crap to yourself? Fuck.
Exactly. And people don't.
Fuck. That was so. I wasn't ready for that. I need to buckle my seatbelt because this is. Oh
Yeah,
my word.
like, dude, exactly. Like, people just. And it took me a long time to do this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I was. I was doing electrical engineering, and somewhere halfway through the year, I sat there. I was at the library, looking at my timetable, And there was a day, I think it was on a Wednesday, I had double periods, double periods, double periods. I remember maths, engineering, science, I don't know what, like, it was just, and I asked myself, is this really my life? Am I really gonna have a piece of paper dictating to me what I should do, when I should do it, how much of time should I give it? And I realized that I actually am doing this just because I want to make my parents happy, and I'm doing this so that I'm not the uneducated one in the family, and I'm doing this just so my aunt can stop asking me about school, because my aunt asks me about school every time we meet, even now.
Auntie, I'm working now.
It's actually funny, even
Auntie,
now.
I'm working now.
So, like, imagine a person realizing that, yo, I'm actually not doing this because I love it. I'm not doing it because I really want to do it. And from that point onwards, I just wanted an exit. I was searching for an exit. I didn't even tell my parents what I was planning for like the following year. I didn't. I just kept it on the low low. And I'm like that. When I'm about to make a huge decision, I keep myself and everything on the low low. You've realized. Yeah, I keep everything on the low because that's how much it matters to me. It's a matter of life and death in a way. And I don't want any other voice saying anything to me.
I don't need your advice.
Yeah, I don't want any other voice
I don't,
dictating.
yeah.
So it's way better if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Literally.
I don't need you changing my mind.
You know, so dude, like, I reached a point whereby I was like, I'm doing this for all the wrong reasons. I didn't even like science at school. I didn't like maths. Like, why am I forcing myself into this? And funny enough, just before I started it, I told myself, I was like, no, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. I used to have daily prep talks with myself every morning. Like, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna go into the lecture and you're gonna be fine. Like, you're gonna be. Imagine that whole energy wasted telling myself that I'm gonna be okay, whilst I know deep down in there, I'm not gonna be okay. I don't want this. Like, why am I even doing it? As much as I was gonna gain peace, like within my family, and my aunt was gonna keep quiet, and she actually kept quiet the whole year. That year, like, she was like really quiet and really, really happy. Whenever she'd come, she'd ask, "Are you studying?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And I'd feel like, okay, I'm headed the right direction. But damn, when you're alone and everything comes back to you, you're like, hell no.
Yeah, it's always the worst when you're alone, man. Yeah.
And that's another thing. I feel like people don't really wanna just hang out with themselves.
It's impossible.
They always wanna be in the company of others. There's some people here who can't stand being alone for like an hour. It feels like death. And let me tell you something, if you're that person, you don't know yourself enough. You do not know yourself enough.
Yeah.
You need some alone time, some deep alone time. And when I'm talking about alone time, I'm not talking about alone time on the phone or playing like games or whatever, like video games and what. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about watching a movie.
No.
I'm just talking about, yo, just,
Take some time and chill.
yeah.
Be out in nature.
Exactly what we're doing today.
Hell, man. Take a picnic blanket and then sleep outside of your house, you know? And just chill. Just be with yourself and listen to your thoughts, listen to your intuition.
Yeah.
Trust your intuition.
Some people don't even know if like something within them is talking. They
Yeah.
don't know if it's their intuition or it's what. They don't know. They don't even know the voices within them. I really feel like introspection is one of the best things ever.
Right?
It's it saves you from so much.
Right?
It saves you from so much. Like so much. I can't even begin to list the things that introspection has saved me from. You know?
Probably jumping off a bridge or something.
You know, like not hanging out with that friend, not hanging out with
Yeah.
that friend.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we are who we hang out with.
That is so true.
Like we are who we hang out with.
That is so true.
Yeah, there's something that adults usually say to us: "Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future."
Yeah.
I used to really ask myself, "What?"
What does that mean?
Yeah, like I really used to ask myself until I realized that, you know, if you're surrounded by people, you end up taking on their habits and,
Mm.
you know, influence. It's just a matter of influence.
Yeah.
So more than anything, you must guard who you hang out with when you're not hanging out alone.
Yeah. That's so true.
Hey, people, there's a lot that we still need to do to make this world a better place.
Just hashtag love yourself. Hashtag trust your intuition. Hashtag you are the bomb.
Yeah, and some people don't believe that they are. Hey, they don't believe that they're worth it. That's how you end up seeking validation elsewhere. End up pleasing other people. If you don't want to get married young, don't. Just because your mom is gonna be happy, is gonna speak about umkhwenyana, umkhwenyana wam, umkhwenyana wam. You know that type of thing. No, don't. Like, just don't do it if you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. But it's actually quite hard. It's actually quite hard.
Well, once you don't give a fuck, it won't be hard. It will be hard to deal with the people who are not ready for your don't give a fuck energy. Because let's be honest, people are fucking judgmental.
Mm.
Like, it's exhausting. It is so exhausting. You know, you just want to push them onto the freeway. Just,
Take that.
yeah. Leave me alone. I am making a decision. If I trip and fall, I will stand right back up again. If it's too dark for me to see, I will go into my pocket and grab a flashlight, man. I'm prepared. Just let me go. Let me go.
The push onto a freeway. I'm literally visualizing this now. Like, and 3, yo, catch that. Yeah, it's true. People are very judgmental. They are very, very judgmental. And sometimes we judge ourselves.
We can be the
Don't
worst.
judge yourself. Yeah, we are the worst. Like
Yeah.
that's.
We could be the worst critics of ourselves.
Like you are your own biggest critic. Like
Yeah.
that's how much you matter in this world. Like you are your own. And we give so much power to other people though.
The moment you give a fuck about what they think, and
Yeah, that's when you just.
yeah, that's when you gave them all the power.
Because you're gonna end up not being yourself. Just because they don't like this.
Yeah.
They won't appreciate me. If they don't appreciate you, leave them like that. Throw them to the freeway. Exactly. Like.
No, I've actually found myself not doing the things that I like because of the people around me. Yeah. And right now I'm on a tip where I try and spend like 80% of the time when I'm not working because I have to extract all that energy out of me. You know, I try to spend it like soul searching, I should call it. Yeah, I'm not seeking validation elsewhere. I'm at a point in my life now where if I want to, for example, go to the Durban International Film Festival and nobody wants to pull up with me, I'm at a point where I can just, you know what, I'm gonna go by myself because I want to.
Then you leave me behind.
I didn't leave you behind.
No, it's fine. We had this yesterday, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Mm.
I'm at, you know, if nobody wants to do this with me, if I feel like, because you know when you go out somewhere with somebody and you ask them, let's do this, and then they're like, oh no, but I won't like it, and then you end up not liking it because of the energy they brought in of them saying, oh no, I'm not gonna like this, and then now your vibes are harshed out. Now you can't really enjoy what you wanted to enjoy in its full magnitude.
Mm.
So yeah, if it means going by myself, I pull up and I have fun.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
And one thing also I do not ever do is try and have contrived small talk with strangers. Like if we're not vibing, we're not vibing, man. It's fine. You're just not ready for this wavelength.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo! I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Yeah. So, like, yeah. So, like, if someone it doesn't have like the energy that you guys have or I have, it's just gonna be draining. That is why I hate group projects. Even until today, like it's just a lot.
Yeah,
It's a
group,
lot. It's like, cause I can't even control their energies. Like, if only I could maybe, if it was a fader situation, could pick up a fader. You just pick up a fader. It would be so much better. But now, it's actually something that's within.
It is.
So, like, just before you even worry about other people's energies, seek your own. Like,
Yeah.
search where you at. Like, search.
What are you projecting?
Exactly. What are you projecting? Exactly. Like, before you even go out, what I feel like whatever that you're projecting is gonna attract.
Yeah, what you give is what you're gonna get. So if you have 1,000 dicks in your life, just know that you're the 1,001 dick because of the energy that you've been projecting.
And those thousands have surely influenced you into being a man.
Yeah, they've influenced you in the art of dickery, and it's now something you can't avoid.
Exactly, it just happens
being,
naturally.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true.
Now you're just Dixon Magnimus, you know? Professor Dickery. Yeah, man.
I wasn't ready. Never experienced. I never experienced. But yeah, bro, like it's really just the little things that really matter in life. And more than anything, it's actually what's within. Because everything starts from within, like everything. If you don't like something, ask yourself, why don't I like that? Maybe if someone does something to you, ask yourself, why don't I like that?
Yeah. You know, I actually watch a movie 3 times. Well, if you tell me about a movie that I should watch, I'm gonna watch it. And then I'm gonna give myself like 2 weeks to really contemplate about it, and then I'm gonna watch it again. I want to know if I enjoyed it because you put me onto it, or I enjoyed it because it is actually something that I resonate with, you know? And if I enjoy it again, I'll watch it the 3rd time and then to find out why do I enjoy it. Yeah.
Maybe people should also do that. If you actually want to do something, if someone says, yo, let's go do this, do it the first time, do it the 2nd time, and do it the 3rd time. And if you didn't like it, trust me, you're not going to get to the 3rd time.
Yes! You're not even going to talk about it.
I know, right?
You're going to ask me, hey, did you watch the thing? I was like,
I was busy.
Yeah.
Do you believe there's such thing as busy?
No. I think, no, everything you prioritize. everything you prioritize. And if it comes from within, you're never too busy to do what you like. You know, like you give yourself extra couple of hours a day to edit. You know, and I know your schedule. You know my schedule. We work quite hectic hours. Sometimes 24 hours straight, just standing on our feet with our eyes open. You know, and it's just a matter of priorities. Yeah. But I do believe that sometimes busy comes from
Doing nothing at all.
well, the being busy and doing nothing at all comes from feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, sometimes even a depression, and just want to lay in bed, but you can't sleep, you can't stand up, but you can't shower, and you're just there in bed.
Yeah, you spend so much time being anxious
Yeah.
that about something that you have to do that you end up not even doing what you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.